Hello guys, it's another boring day, but I won't let the boring continue. First, let's go to the pornstar repository. In this video, I'm going to fix a bug at my previous work, the face swap bug. Now I'm going to run this example code. I didn't use any GPU setup because I found it's very difficult to load the GPU version for my computer. Here is the result with the swapped face. It's good when the picture only contains one face, but it's not good when you have multiple faces at a single image. So we will do something about it. Yeah, we will do something about it. Okay, enough showing. Now let's go to the main.py file and just go to the face swap function. Here you got the original face and the new face. It's kind of weird. First you have to process the new face, then you process the orange face. So here I'm going to change the original face to something else except the tramp. The big bang theory. Let's see how it works. Okay, the first image should have a face and only one face. It's at the 354 line. Okay, let's just analyze the code first. We will first process a new face. We will turn it into gray image. Then we make a mask based on the image size. Then we detect the faces out from the image, from the gray scale image. For the new face, for the new face, we only need one face from that image. So this configuration should be fine. If the length doesn't equal to 1, we will raise an error. So actually, if if we can only get one face in that, if we only need to get one face from that image, we don't need to iterate the faces variable at all. So we will delete this function, and instead we will do something like this: landmarks equal to self.face protection image gray. The face is the first element of that. After that, we get the landmarks point, and we convert it to int, and we calculate the area of all those points, so we can get an area of our face, of that face, of the new face. So according to the cover hole, the area of that face, we get our mask of that face by using this command. Then we get the colorful, the RGB face based on the mask we just get from the previous line of code. We use the bitwise AND function to do that. Then, according to the area of that face, we get a rectangle. We get a box. And from that box, by using the landmarks points, a lot of points, we get triangles. We get a lot of triangles or a bunch of triangles. Those triangles are inside that rectangle. For each triangle, we get 3 points. Then we do some calculation to get the index of those points, but I don't know what's that. Why we have to do that? I don't know why we have to do that, but he just did. And after that, after the process of the new face, Now we are going to do some process about the original face. And at this image, which is image 2, in this image, we may find more than one faces. It can be 2 faces or 3 faces, whatever you say it, but it has to be greater than 1. So if this image equal to 0, then we will raise an arrow. We will say the first image should have at least 1 face. Okay, then for face in faces, we calculate the landmark points. That's good. And so for the following codes after that, it should be inside of that loop. For each face, we're gonna do that again. Do the following process again. Okay, we can then check the process. What he did. What does those codes did? We get the area of that face, that single face. Then we get the triangle of that face. And also we get let me say about it. Okay, here's the process for the. I think I'll do some modification about those comments, so it make me feel uncomfortable. So here is the face detection for the second image. Should be good. Get the second image face. Get the mask of the second image face. And here is the face detection for the first image. So first is the triangulation of the second face. Then triangulation of the first face. Now we can continue to do our analyzation. Let's say we just get one part of the triangle from the second face. We create a mask to match that triangle. Then we get that RGB part of that triangle, or the part of triangle. After we get that, we do some process about the first face, the original face, the face that we want to replace with the new face. So again, we get the triangle of the original face. After we get that, we can do some transformation to convert the new face triangle to the old face triangle. And in the end, we'll get a wrapped triangle. That's the triangle that we want to put into the original face. So how do we do that? Well, we will simply say image 2 new face with that area equal to the new part of that triangle. So by doing this, what we are really doing is changing the image 2 new face variable. So we'll check where that variable come from. Here you can say image 2 new face equal to length that there's like. It means we will create an image with the size of the original image. So create an empty image with the size of original image. Okay, after that, if we do another loop, if we are going to another loop, another iteration, or the second loop, we'll say the points will change. The react one will change. The cropped triangle variable will also change. So to me, I think everything would change. Everything. So after all those loops finished, we can say image2 face mask it equal to there's like the same size of the original image. So the key point here is all about the curve hole 2. So we need to find a way to change this thing in the previous code. So instead of a single variable of the last phase we process, we should save it in a last or something like that. So at here, I'm going to create a last. I'm going to say convex hole 2 last equal to an empty last. And after each time we calculate the convex hole 2, we will add it to the convex hole's last. Alright, in the end, we can loop it for convex hole 2 elements in convex hole's 2 last for each of them. We will do this. So only problem is how do we do to add those masks together. So it's like we have to create another masks in here. So image2 face mask inversed equal to save2 dot bitwise not with that. So the problem here is how we're gonna add all those values coming from this function, and we're gonna add it to the image2 face mask inversed. Or we can just keep it there. So I'm going to search for help. How to add multiple OpenCV mask together. Okay, suddenly I just start to realize that maybe we can do it in a different way. So face mask reversed. Maybe I didn't type it in the right order, but it doesn't matter. It won't affect my code anyway. So save2 bitwise not equal to the image2 face mask. So I'll say image2 face mask reversed equal to save2 that bitwise, or it takes two parameters. The first is image2 face mask reversed, and the second is the image2 head mask. In the end, we will change this image2 head mask to something else. We will change it to image2 face mask reversed. If we simply ignore the following code and just print out the original, the new face, and the raw result, let's see what will happen. Okay, image2 head mask referred before assignment. So it's at the 436 line. Well, it should be image2 face mask. Let's do this again. Okay, from here you can say we just simply get the full man's face with the target one. So this is the original face. At the left side, it is the original face, and at the right side, it's the target face. And under all those images, you can say the result. But it's actually not the result yet. We just get the, at this level, you can say we just successfully get all those results for now. But we haven't finished it yet. We have to, get the full image instead of full head. So we will have to do something with that. I have a question here. Where's the variable image to new face come from? Oh, it's in there. So in the end, I was pretty sure the image to new face is right. So what's wrong about is the image to had no face. It got no image at all. If you don't believe it, I can show you the scene. Yeah, so you can say the second image had without a face. It's black, so we didn't get it. Okay, I'll do some changes about it. First, I'll set a real image to had a mask. Set it equal to none. If real image to had ask is npi so I'll say if the real image to had mask wasn't NumPy array, the real image to had mask would be equal to image to had mask. Else, if it is a NumPy array, we'll say it will equal to itself add the image to had mask. Okay, if it's not the instance. Alright, now we can get the background of our 4 people now. Okay, this is a row combination of face swap. It looks okay, but not perfect. So we will probably use a function to solve that problem. So at this level, it's hard to say whether we should use one node to do that. I don't think it's reasonable for using one node, because you have to calculate the bounding react. It should be as smaller as possible. So I think we should use a for loop to do that job for us. Okay, instead of using the second code, I'll use the first one. Maybe we just made a serious trouble in here. Instead of doing those stuff together, I think do it one by one would be a better strategy. So let me think about it. First, we got an image to face mask. It will create a face mask for those face. Then we get the image head without a face in it. We combine it to get the result. And after a few operations, we get the seamless clone of that face. So the key point here is the seamless clone. So here, I think I should change all image 2 to seamless clone. Alright, in the end, we should get the final picture without any problem now. No, we still get some problem about this. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's not right about that. What if we just use the old code without any change of those sense? What will happen? Alright, something like this. Okay, I think the old codes just works very well at this time with those guys. I do some experiment with some other pictures. For example, if I want to change the tramp's face with a beautiful girl's face, it's working, right? It's working. Okay, we just finished all those works that we have to do in this video. I hope you enjoy this. Even if you didn't, you can still just install this library and try it by yourself. You don't have to know the behind logic, the logic that behind those codes. You don't have to understand those sense. All you have to do is use it. That's all. So thank you for your watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.